Let's get started just by getting comfortable wherever we're sitting or laying. Just noticing our breath for a few breaths. Throughout this meditation, I'll give some instructions about what to envision or where to focus. But it's important to flow with whatever your experience is. If you notice that a thought crosses your mind, that's okay. You can just notice that too. Let's start with a grounding exercise. Imagine that the energy field around your body is extending down into the ground, into earth. Or if you can move energy, go ahead and do that. Extend your energy field into the earth, just like roots on a tree. And let's grow these roots very deep into earth. It's a very deep, very wide, very expansive root system. And it just grows deeper and deeper into earth. Deeper, 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 and even deeper. Just keep expanding these energetic roots into the ground as deep as it feels right. And when it's deep enough, we hit this warm, loving energy. It's earth energy. This energy feels nourishing and supportive and accepting. It's like a small child being held by a loving parent. It feels like the warm, supportive embrace of the parent. The child's had a long day and is just a little tired now, and maybe a little cold. And the parent just holds him and rubs his back and lets him melt into his shoulder. And he feels warm and protected and totally safe and comfortable. Like everything's going to be okay. Everything is okay. And through these energetic roots, we can release any energy that's stagnant or chaotic or murky. We can just release it right into the ground. And this doesn't hurt Earth at all. Earth is big enough and loving enough to take that energy and turn it into that warm, loving, supportive energy. So you're not hurting anybody by letting go of this energy. And I also invite every part of you, parts that you might not even know about, to release any energy that they don't want to carry with them anymore. If they want to let some energy go, they can just let it go right into the ground. Just release it. You could scan your body, and if you notice that you're carrying any tension in your forehead or jaw, maybe your shoulders, maybe your legs, just go ahead and release it if it feels right. And sink deeper into the relaxation. Whatever feelings might come up right now, just be with them. Let them be what they are. Feelings move when we experience them. So if you feel something and you really fully experience it, it'll just naturally move and release. And you can just let go of that energy right into the ground. Just let go of anything that you don't want to carry with you right now. And then focus your attention on the area above the top of your head. And envision branches, like the branches of a tree, growing out into space. And through these branches, we take in white light. It's pure white light. This light is source energy, so this is the energy of the universe. And it's infinitely abundant. So we can take in just as much as we want or need to, and just fill up our whole bodies and our whole energy field around our bodies with this white light. The white light is also loving, but it's more of an crisp, clear, maybe even a little bit cool feeling energy, refreshing, cleansing. And as you fill your body and energy field with the white light, you may notice that there's some energy there that you'd like to let go of. And it's okay to just continue to release that right into the ground. If you'd like to, you could even send the white light into the ground too. I'd like to invite parts of you that you may know or not know exist to fill with white light as well if they would like to do so. And now open your eyes and kind of look around you and see if you can visualize or feel somehow sense how big the energy field around you is. Usually it's a few inches to a few feet, but it can be bigger than that. And this whole energy field is filled with light now. And what we can do is actually expand it. So go ahead and expand it so that it's filling up the whole room with white light. And then the whole building. Just expands outward and outward. We're going to fill up the whole neighborhood and the whole city. Expands outward very rapidly. The whole region, out, 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 the whole country, the whole continent. And just keep expanding. We're going to fill up the whole world and the atmosphere around the world with this white light energy. Just keep going out, out, out. Now the whole planet is filled with this white light. And we're going to keep going further out. We're going to expand further outward and fill up the whole solar system with the white light, the whole galaxy. And just keep expanding outward. All of the galaxies and the whole universe fills with this white light. And when it hits the edges of the universe, it hits the white light again. So now everything is filled with this white light, and you're one with all of it. Just take a moment to feel yourself as the universe. This white light is always available to you. And grounding into earth is always available to you as well. And you can keep bringing in even more of the white light. And now return your attention to your own body and the area above your head, your crown chakra, where you brought in this source energy, this white light. And now shift your awareness to your path here on this earth in this lifetime and your divine destiny, what you're meant to do in this lifetime, what you're meant to offer the world. And it's okay if you don't know what that is. Just allow yourself to receive the energy of walking that path in through your crown chakra. We're all here in the world for the experience of this life. And while we're here, we impact other people's lives as well. And we impact society and the world. And that impact that we have on society and that role that we fill in society, our place in the community or broader society where we live and operate. There's a role that we play there, probably multiple roles throughout our lifetime. So now, kind of just explore some mental pictures of what it would look like to have a very personally fulfilling role in society, a profession that's successful and fulfilling. You feel good about what you're offering and how it's received. You feel good about how people respond and how they compensate you for your services. You feel good about how you're seen and how people interact with you. It feels very inspired and rewarding. Imagine that you're sitting with a friend at a table and talking about what you're doing in your professional life and just kind of laughing about how you can't believe that you found this perfect path for you and how everything's just coming together. You're telling your friend how much you love it and how good it feels to know that you're having the impact that you're having. It feels very right, like you were born to do this. Your career is something that inspires you and makes you feel alive and like you're doing exactly what you were meant to do. It's perfect. Go ahead and play with different mental pictures of what that might look like in your day to day life and how it would impact you on whole. The types of interactions you have with others and the impact that you have in your field and in other people's days and lives. And when there's an idea or a mental picture that feels really good, feels really right, go ahead and lean into that feeling. And we're not trying to decide what we're going to do or set any intentions or anything like that. We're not trying to make any plans right now. And it's okay if we have no idea how we could ever get into a place like what we're picturing. None of that matters. All that matters is how it feels. We're just finding that feeling and leaning into that feeling. So don't worry about how realistic it is right now. Just focus on the feeling that you want to get from your professional life. The underlying feeling. That's the motivation for wanting to do this or that. And focusing on this feeling is essentially focusing on an energetic frequency. And it's a bit like tuning a radio. As you focus on this feeling, you can bring in more of it through your crown chakra over the top of your head. And just let it fill you. Make it stronger. This feeling of inspiration and fulfillment just permeates your whole being. And savor the feeling. Open yourself to it as fully as you're able. Just feel it, experience it. And as you go about your day, focus on this feeling whenever you think to do so. The more often you do it, the better. If you can bring this feeling into your current career or job, even if it's not what you would ideally like to do, have this experience throughout the day by focusing on the feeling and opening yourself to it as much as possible. And as you do this, it'll change your energetic set point. And you'll find yourself in a position to move into circumstances in your life that are more aligned with this feeling, this energetic frequency. So take note of what thoughts, what ideas, what mental pictures feel the most right, feel the most alive, feel the most inspiring. And play with it. It doesn't need to be consistent. It doesn't need to be the same every time. And you don't need to do something just because you envisioned it. It's all about just tuning into this frequency. And the mental pictures are just visual representations in our minds about what that frequency might look like. And it can change. And that's okay. Just keep exploring as you go about your day in the days to come for the frequency related to your profession that feels the most right, the most inspired, the most alive. And just bring it into your body, into your energy field. Open yourself to it fully. Now take a couple breaths, notice your breaths. And open your eyes and notice your surroundings. Feel yourself in your body and what that feels like. And you can just relax for a little while if you'd like, or stretch out and go about your day. And tonight, as you fall asleep, focus on this energy again, the energetic frequency of this professional fulfillment, the way that feels inside of you. And just bring in more of that energy through your crown chakra and just experience it and fill yourself with it. It's good to do it throughout your day, but before bed is like as you're falling asleep is especially important. Thank you.